Amid the Bitcoin, BTC price surge, an expert is making a strong case for investors to stack up XRP. The cryptocurrency researcher is hinging his argument on the low-hanging fruit of an XRP price rally to $8, driven by legal clarity and real-world use cases. As Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets surge in valuation, pundits are predicting a stronger performance for XRP. According to cryptocurrency analyst Ripple Van Winkle, XRP will record impressive returns over Bitcoin during the current market cycle. Ripple Van Winkle notes in an X post that Bitcoin's near-term price expectations sit at $200,000. While an impressive haul, the cryptocurrency analyst argued that the projected figure is only a 2x rally for Bitcoin. On the other hand, the analyst notes that XRP's current price of around $2.40 leaves room for a five-fold price increase. Conservative predictions for XRP price in the cycle hover around the $12 mark, with Ripple Van Winkle pitching his tent with the altcoin. Even a conservative $8 to $12 target means 3-5x returns, said Ripple Van Winkle. That's the kind of gains that actually move the needle. An XRP price spurt in the near term is a possibility given a slew of factors. For starters, an SEC settlement agreement letter is poised to bring the long-running legal dispute to a close. Ripple Van Winkle argues that the incoming legal clarity will be a game-changer. In addition to its low fees and lightning-fast transactions, Bitcoin price has surged beyond $100,000, racking up nearly 8% in gains over the last week. Despite its rally, a string of macroeconomic factors like the India-Pakistan war threaten Bitcoin's long-term rally. On the flip side, XRP price is ranging around $2.30 after losing nearly 1% in 24 hours. However, investors are increasing the size of their bets amid the possibility of a U.S. strategic reserve with XRP as a key cryptocurrency. In more positive fundamentals, Missouri's move to become a crypto tax haven reveals new upsides for the XRP price. Fresh government and institutional interest in XRP could send the asset on a rally that will dwarf Bitcoin's gains in this cycle. Ripple Labs is inching toward the acquisition of prime broker Hidden Road while submitting an ambitious bid for USDC Issuer Circle. Bottom line, XRP will make you more dollar this cycle than Bitcoin at their current levels, said Ripple Van Winkle. What is XRP? Founded in 2012, XRP is a digital asset created to drive innovation across the financial payments space. It is the native token on the XRP ledger, XRPL, a distributed, open-source, permissionless blockchain maintained by a network of peer-to-peer servers, known as unique nodes. XRP functions as a mechanism of exchange between two different currencies or networks and can be sent directly without the need for an intermediary. Think of it as being able to send cash directly to someone overseas without the need for a bank or payment processor to handle the transaction. The peer-to-peer nature of XRP makes it a convenient tool for bridging two currencies in a matter of seconds, not days. This saves time and money and simplifies the process of international transactions. Banks in various countries have also adopted XRP for routine Hawala transfers. How has XRP performed in recent years? In the 2017 bull market, XRP reached an all-time high of $3.40. Since that time, several challenges, including wider market corrections and the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC case brought against XRP, saw its price hit lows of around 15 cents in mid-2020 and 38 cents in July 2024. The months following the July 2024 low have seen XRP gain almost 600%. These gains are due to positive sentiment following President Donald Trump's re-election in November 2024, questions over the validity of the SEC's claims in its case against Ripple, more on that below, growing usage of the network, and hopes of XRP exchange-traded funds, ETF, being approved to begin trading in 2025. The recent developments signal that XRP could be entering an exciting new stage of growth, as usage and the promise of regulatory certainty combine to drive upward momentum. On January 15, 2025, XRP hit a 7-year high of $3.40, driven by a surge in meme coin trading volume on the network, anticipation over President Trump's crypto-friendly administration, and the potential for clarity over the SEC's case against Ripple as the leadership transition takes place at the SEC. Are Ripple and XRP the same? When talking about XRP, one might often hear it used interchangeably with Ripple. However, the two are quite different. Ripple is a company that provides a blockchain-based digital payment network for its users. XRP is the crypto asset that facilitates payments on this network. XRPL is the software ledger where transactions with XRP are recorded. The company has undergone multiple rebrandings over time to reflect changes in ownership or direction of the project. In 2023, Ripple acquired crypto businesses Medico and then Fortress Trust to support our existing lines of business, specifically in terms of improving the customer experience. Continuing the takeover strategy in 2024, Ripple bought out Standard Custody, a custody provider designed to service institutions. Throughout the business's evolution, one thing that has remained consistent is the ticker symbol XRP for its native cryptocurrency. How does XRP and the XRP ledger work? The XRP ledger. The XRPL consensus model is built upon a core principle. A little trust goes a long way. Unlike Bitcoin's proof of work or Ethereum's proof of stake protocols, the XRP ledger doesn't use mining or staking to validate transactions. Rather, it allows trusted, permissioned servers to create consensus on the network. These servers, or unique nodes, maintain a unique node list, a list of nodes that the network deems trustworthy. If 80% of nodes deem a transaction to be valid, a unique node can then proceed with validating that transaction. In the past, the XRPL has experienced out-of-sync issues, leading to downtime across the network. When one node on this list is compromised, the effects can spill over to other nodes, further slowing down the network. However, reliability has improved in recent times. XRP, the native token. The total supply of XRP 100 billion was created and distributed to individuals and companies at the launch of XRPL. Unlike other consensus mechanisms, nodes do not earn rewards for maintaining the correct version of the ledger. There are some customers on Ripple's digital payment network, RippleNet, that prefer to send funds without a pre-funded account. Ripple makes this possible through their on-demand liquidity service. In this service, XRP, along with a pool of other digital assets, e.g. Bitcoin, Ether, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, is used to provide liquidity for these transactions. When parties have different preferred methods of sending or receiving money or use different currencies, RippleNet acts as an intermediary for their transaction. As both parties are using different currencies to transact, no physical money moves during the process. Rather, the transaction is conducted in XRP, which equals the value of the money being sent. The network also charges a small fee in XRP to complete the transaction, but it's minuscule when compared to other traditional international payment networks, such as SWIFT,